When people hear the word budget, they instantly feel something: restriction, pressure, no fun, no freedom. And I get it. Most of us were never taught how to budget in a way that actually works for real life. So instead of creating a system, we either avoid money altogether or we try to control every single penny until we burn out and quit. But here's what I want you to understand today: budgeting is not punishment, it's permission. Permission to spend on what matters, permission to stop stressing, permission to actually move forward. In this video, I'm going to show you a smarter, calmer way to budget, one that gives you control without making you miserable. Let's get into it. Let's talk about why budgeting gets such a bad reputation. Because most people don't fail at budgeting because they're bad with money. They fail because they learned the wrong version of it. Here's what the wrong version looks like. You cut every enjoyable expense on day one. You set limits so tight there's zero breathing room. You track obsessively for about a week. And then life happens, and you quit. Sound familiar? That's not a discipline problem. That's a design problem. When a budget feels like financial prison, of course you want to escape it. The real purpose of a budget isn't to restrict you. It's to give your money direction. Tell your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. That shift in thinking changes everything. So what does a smart budget actually look like? It starts with asking a better question. Most people ask, how do I eliminate all my spending? A smart budgeter asks, how do I align my spending with my goals? That one shift from elimination to alignment completely changes the experience. Because here's the truth. You don't need to stop spending. You need to spend intentionally. You don't need perfection. You need a system. You don't need to deprive yourself. You need priorities. A budget built around your actual values and goals is one you'll actually stick to. Not because you're forced to, but because it makes sense for your life. Now let me give you the actual framework. I call it the 4-bucket system. It's simple, it's flexible, and it works whether you earn a little or a lot. Bucket 1, essentials. This is what you need to survive and function. Rent or mortgage, groceries and food, utilities and internet, transportation. These are non-negotiables, they go first. Bucket 2, future. This is money you're putting to work for later: emergency fund, savings goals, investments, and retirement. Pay your future self before you spend on anything discretionary. Bucket 3, growth. This is an often overlooked bucket. It's your investment in yourself. Books, courses, certifications, tools and software that make you more productive, skills that increase your earning potential. This bucket pays back more than almost any other category over time. Bucket 4, enjoyment. Yes, enjoyment gets its own bucket. This is intentional. Dining out, entertainment, hobbies, and social activities. When enjoyment has a dedicated, planned budget, you can spend that money without a single drop of guilt, because you already said it's okay. You planned for it. That's where the stress disappears. Here's something I want to be straight with you about. Your first budget will not be perfect, and that's completely fine. You'll probably underestimate some categories, overspend in others, have surprise expenses you didn't plan for. That's normal. That's part of the process. The goal isn't to get it right the first time. The goal is to learn and adjust. Adjustment is the skill, not perfection. Every month you review and revise, your budget gets smarter because it reflects your real life more accurately. Also, and this is important, don't build someone else's budget. If you're comparing your spending plan to someone earning 2 or 3 times what you make, that's not a budget. That's a fantasy. Your system needs to match your reality. Start where you are. Build from there. Let's talk about what actually happens when you budget consistently over time. Something shifts, not just in your bank account, but in how you feel about money. The low-grade financial anxiety starts to fade because you're no longer guessing. Impulse purchases lose their pull because you already have a plan for your money. Your confidence grows because you know your numbers. Clarity reduces fear. That's a fact. When you don't know what's coming in and what's going out, money feels like a threat. When you do know, it becomes a tool. And a person who knows their numbers, they feel powerful, not because they have more money, but because they have more control. That confidence compounds. One good financial decision leads to another. Momentum builds. Over time, your whole relationship with money transforms. In closing, so remember this: Budgeting isn't about controlling every coin, it's about creating financial breathing room so you can live your life without that constant weight on your chest. If this resonated with you, subscribe to Financial Freedom Hub. This is the channel where we build structure without stress and pursue freedom without fantasy. I'll see you in the next one.